Howdy partners, this is MassiveEffectMarketing.com. We take your website from this and make it like this. Today we're taking a look at a WordPress website, and the idea is, while WordPress websites can look good, if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to miss out and you're going to make mistakes, which will cost you in those dollars. So let's take a look here. We're on a home page for this company, and let's see what needs to be done correctly. First of all, because the name of the company is not completely descriptive of what they do, there should be a little slogan underneath describing what they do. So, whatever translations. So that would just help a little more. Right under the logo. Additionally, the logo itself is, I love that it's ultra minimal, but it's a little too minimal. So it should be worked upon. I would say that it really isn't a logo at this point. So this should get some work, and then get a little slogan put under, so we can have some quote unquote brand identity. Then another point is we need to have we can lose the slider. Sliders, whatever. People aren't just going to sit here and watch them go by. Like, no one is going to sit here and do what I'm doing and just wait for each slider. The first thing we're going to do is wait 3 seconds and scroll down. So just make it one static image and then make it the value proposition right here, okay? Value proposition is, it could be a number of formulas, but one of them is we solve problem X with solution Y, so you get desired result Z. Okay, that's a 1, 2, 3 punch. It lets the person know that this is what we do for you, how we're going to help you. You're at the right place. Because people land on a website disoriented, they don't know what's going on. You're going to tell them right here with your value prop, the value proposition, this is what we do. This is how we're going to help you. This is your problem. We're going to solve it. Then a call to action. So let's get that put here nice and juicy. And then they call this the hero shot, this background image. It's a bit too deep. I would cut it off right here. Okay, cut that boy right there. And instead, I would put this guy. All right, I would take this bar and I would put it right here. That way, when someone lands on this initial screen, they know they're dealing with pros, so they don't click the back button, because this is key. You got to sell people to stay on the page. All right, that's the purpose of this initial screen. So let's move this guy up. All right, move this guy up, put it right there. And you wouldn't know that, of course, unless you were a marketer. So get that there. So then we're segmenting, we're kind of showing services. This could be a little more dazzling. Yeah, that could be optimized a little more to make me kind of, this should sell me to read this, right? So this needs to be reworded a little more zesty. And these are services. All right, this is all very good. Just reword this, and then we would have this above that. And then this is more services, kind of in depth a little bit. That's fine. This doesn't really mean anything to me. I think this might be broken, this section. I would like to, I don't know. I guess that makes sense. But it's a little too cryptic. I'm trying too hard to figure this out because I am a lazy human and I want everything served in front of me so I don't have to think. So a little bit too much thinking for me to do. So that should be a little more plain on what's going on here. See references. You should just put some references or something. Next, this is great. This is way too big. It's definitely needs to be resized. So that's obvious. So these are some great selling points. So this is nicely put together. This needs to be chilled out a little bit, too big. This is kind of confusing to me. These are really striking, these little symbols. And when I see them, I don't know what they mean. And this is so subtle. I'm just not getting this at all, this section. It just doesn't communicate to me. So I'm kind of confused. I just want to scroll through it. Even though I get this hover over with some data, it's just not presented in a way that I get what's going on. This section's great. We've got testimonials. Ideally, there'd be a little photo of the person too. That'd be excellent. Our team, you don't want to use vector photos. I mean, you don't want to use vector images. You want to use real photos. So this is great that they're putting the team. Bravo, good move. But you need to put real people, real photos. Don't be shy. You know, I don't know. Maybe you can make it so their face is half turned or they're wearing a hat. I don't know, whatever, if they're worried about privacy. But that's cool. This section is wicked. So this should be up further. All right, you want to have this up a little bit further. You want to have that human element. I would put that sooner. Honestly, I would put it right after here, and then we have the nice green bar with the statistics. I would put the little introduction. All right, I would put that section next. But I wouldn't call it how it all began. I would put hello from the owner, something like that, like hi. Hi, I'm Laura, the owner, whatever. Put it right there. Introduce. This again is a little confusing to me. It's kind of just hard to read. This is okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's a call to action. Another call to action. So it's got some good elements, but it's missing quite a few. I would like to see more talk about the challenges that people have. All right. Before you can talk about all the good vibes, you should talk about the negative. So what are some of the issues that companies have when they're trying to hire, you know, a translating service? Flaky translators, incorrect translations, right? Those are two problems that they're having. Taking too long, right? Intense deadlines. So you need to have a section here. Like, it's great that you're offering the service, but that's kind of the expected, right? That's like standard. The standard would be to put your services. But if you want to take it to the next level, instead of putting your services, you put the problem and the solution. So problem one is, you know, do you need work done? You know, do you need work done fast is one problem, and then we do work within 48 hours solution. Have you been victimized by sloppy translators? Our guys follow a rigorous 10-point quality control checklist. So you can do like a little back and forth. Problem. Are you having this problem? This is our solution. Are you having this problem? This is our solution. And you can break it into sections, right? So, and by break it into sections, I mean like this. Like this. So this one could be victimized by bad translations. And then you'd have some sort of supporting graphic, right? And then you put how, well, you've got the solution for that. We've got the solution. We do blah, 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 blah with our 12-point quality control checklist, all right? The next problem. What's another problem translation people might be having who need translations? Translators who, you know, never answer their emails, or they're flaky, right? So, you know, talk about the problem, flakiness, and we're not flaky. We've got the solution. We, you know, we guarantee our guys communicate, and you'll be assigned your own account manager, blah, blah, blah. So whatever the problem is, the unmet need, you should do problem solution for each one. All right, problem solution, supporting image, problem solution, supporting image. I wouldn't lay it out exactly like this, because then, I don't know, that's a little bit beyond the scope of this video. But that's how I would like to see, you know, something like this. So instead of just putting out your services like everybody else does, kind of the usual, get a little more markety about it and say, okay, well, do you have this problem? This is our solution. Do you have this problem? This is our solution. And actually put the problem, right? So that would be really wicked. Other than that, there's a lot of good sections in this design here. I mean, on this page, but some of the design points are just a bit wonky, right? we talked about some of the sections, like this one, I totally don't get it. This thing is huge, it's distracting me. This thing confuses me. But then they've also got some really good stuff hidden around as well. But you wouldn't know unless you were a web designer or a marketer. So therefore, if you're whipping your site together with WordPress, great, have at it. But realize that you could end up with a product that you think is dope, right? You might think I'm good to go, and then you're actually going to be harming your conversion rate because you don't know some of the rules, some of the design rules. So by all means, play around with it, but please have a professional review it before you go live, because you just don't know. All right. Anywho, that just about does it. One thing I really like about this design is it's flat, minimal, modern. Definitely lends itself well. So that's one thing I want to remark, that one of the other things that's positive about this design. Now, another thing I want to throw, Freepik, shout out to Freepik, our friends. Freepik, what else? These guys. You want to stay away from stock imagery and stuff like this, if you can, if at all possible. I know in some cases you can't, but you want to try and keep it as real as possible. For instance, it would be great if they got an actual photo of them with a client and their team. I know it's super annoying to do, and it takes, I don't know, hours for everyone to get together, but it just builds up so much more legitimacy. For instance, when you see the picture of the owner here, and then you see her with her team and real people, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's the real deal. Because anyone can go to Freepik, take a free vector image and just slap it on their website, right? But you can't fake this kind of stuff. Well, you can, but it's not as, it's received a lot better. Anyway, that's one more warning on using real images, real photos, and not stock. Of course, you can use stock for icons, etc., etc. Anyway, if you want your website properly done, come on down to massiveeffectmarketing.com. We will transform your website from a stinking, heaping, steaming pile of this to this. And we've been doing it forever. We made heaps of websites since the beginning of time, and we can take care of you. So come on down. And if you have a website right now, we can do a little video for you. We can do a video. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Drop it in the comments, as they say. And then I can take a look. We'll see what's good. We'll see what's bad. And then it's all free. No worries. I'll give you the data, and then you can use it to improve your site and get those conversions up, start getting more sales and leads, and then you'll be happy and get those dollary dues. So come on down to massiveeffectmarketing.com. Oh, also, I always forget, we're partnered with nonprofit Polaris. So if you buy a marketing package with us, check this out. If you buy a marketing package with us, we will train one first responder. Is that not amazing? Turning victims into rescuers. Let's save some lives. Come on down. All right, so put your website in the comments and I'll take a look. In the meantime, thank you very much and take care.